Page of Wands, it's about this new message or new opportunity that's coming to you. It's going to be exciting. I mean, everything about Wands, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be something you love. It's going to give you that motivation. Who are working in the area of communication, internet, social media, there could be new project involved. You have an Eight of Wands here. So it could be a message from someone offering you opportunity or making an offer to you. And there's a lot of communication in the air, e-commerce, social media, online communication. You know, if you are running or thinking of opening an online store or doing some just new business that involved the internet or phone calls. So there's new opportunity coming up here. If this is an online investment, you might want to be careful and watch your portfolio carefully. I mean, I'm not saying not to do it. You need to be very careful if you are making an investment online. Because you do have the shark here that reminds you to be very, very careful with your investment. So if there's something in your mind, you are probably going to have a good news, and you will be able to share it with your important ones. But in general, this is a new start. I don't see money moving yet. I mean, with these three cards here, there's message, there's conversation, there's support, etc. But there's no money message here yet. So you are not going to get the return of your investment yet. It's more like an opportunity or something new that's being presented to you for group one. Okay, let me get one more card for the Queen of Cups here. What is this Queen of Cups energy? What is this Queen of Cups? Okay, so this is something that you need. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. This is something that you like to do, or you might have picked a career or direction that you like, but it's not making so much money, but you really enjoy doing it, or you really enjoy the kind of support you give people or you receive from people. So this is like these two cards here. I feel that you emphasize a lot more on what you like and you want to do and achieve. But in general, this is something that's exciting. This is something that's new. You know, there's something that you can't wait to try out. So that's great. Be careful that you might also need to use your rational mind. You make sure that you know you don't lose money. Make sure that you know what you put in actually is it's reasonable, and everything is under your control. Analyze the situation more carefully rather than relying on feelings or connection. Yeah, you have at the bottom of the deck you have 10 of Wands. So there's something sneaky that you might come across. So together with the shark energy, I will again advise you to be very, very careful. And there could be something that's, you know, you have to say goodbye to. It could be a relationship, it could be a business partnership. You have a 10 of Swords here, so maybe you feel betrayed, or you feel left alone by your partner, whether it's a romantic partner or a business partner. So there's a feeling of like someone wants to take a shortcut, or someone wants to just end something for good here. You will have to deal with that problem yourselves. I mean, like, I see some challenges in the next couple of weeks coming for you, especially if you are in a situation of ending something, so that you can move to a new cycle, or you can move to a new project, a new relationship, etc. So that's some energy here that I would like to point out. Okay, so for group one, I'm going to move on and use another deck to look at your love and relationship. For group one, what's coming up for you soon? Oh dear. Okay. First you have 10 of Swords. I will explain it later. Then you have the High Priestess in reverse. Group one. Okay. Last you have the World in reverse. Group one. A lot of you are undergoing a breakup. You have to, it could be with a romantic partner, or you could be like having a conflict with someone who's very important in your life. If you are not, then that's great, because for some of you, you also have the happiness, the diamond, the flower energy. So for some of you, I can see that you are enjoying a good time with your important ones or your family. So this message is not for you. But for a lot of people, there's a reason why these cards come up. And the 10 of Swords has come up twice. So someone needs to listen to this message. Definitely someone among you has just ended something. You have to move on from. you have to move on from a heartbroken energy here, where you feel being betrayed, you feel being left out, and you have to cut ties. Basically, a lot of you have to cut old ties in order to move on. There's some long distance here. I mean, there's some energy that you want to move on, and yet you can't close the cycle because there's so many things from your last stage or your past life that's still troubling you. You have the world in reverse here. So I see that a lot of you want to move on and start a new life, but for some reason you are still struggling to move on from something that's keeping you, that's slowing you down. This ending energy is pretty new. So if it is something that has just ended, I wouldn't be surprised. If it is something that you are thinking of ending, that's going to happen pretty soon. But it's not going to be clear cut because you have a lot of things that's pulling you behind. For some of you, this could be like because the two of you are too far away, or you've not seen each other for a long time, and that contributes to the ending of a connection. But not for everyone. So there's some message that you are unaware of here. I'm going to draw one more card to explain this. What is this? Why is this the High Priestess here? There's something that's confusing you here, has recently come to an end. I can see that you cannot let go because you are not completely clear of the situation. You don't fully understand why it happened this way. There's a definitely lack of communication here. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse. There's a give up. Someone is giving up here. Either you or someone important in your life is thinking of giving up. I mean, the two of you could be like, but this is not a short-term problem. This problem has been around for a while, and while the two of you maybe you were thinking of a solution, one of you are tired or fed up with the situation and no longer want to keep seeking for a solution. So there's an energy of giving up here, and this decision might have left the other party in this relationship feeling being betrayed. That's the scenario here. So it could be a distance. There could be distance between the two of you. It could be when we speak of a distance, it could be like a physical distance, like the two of you cannot see each other often, or it could be a social distance. So there's a gap between the two of you. And I can see that you do not fully understand the situation. If you've just experienced heartbroken energy, you don't fully understand what's going on yet, and you are still seeking. That moment will come. You have the High Priestess here in reverse. So yeah, you don't understand why someone stopped trying. You are not making a fully well-informed decision here. I mean the message of ending, the message of letting go. And the message of confusion, it's crystal clear here. So that could be for those of you who need to hear this message. You need to take action. I mean, if that's what you have in mind, if that's something that you have in mind, and you need to do something to take very good care of yourself. Okay, I'm going to draw one more card as advice for group 1, because I don't want to end the reading here. What's the advice for group 1 here? For group 1, a lot of you are going, this is a conflict. You might have just quarreled with someone, and it left both of you feeling hurt. You have the Five of Swords here. So this is a big quarrel. This is a big disagreement. You have the Queen of Cups here. You need to offer this emotional support, because the Queen of Cups actually asks you to examine your inner feelings and understand where you stand and give the kind of good support to yourself. You also have the World as a suggestion. It's time to look at what's out there. It's time to let go of what doesn't serve you and look at what is out there. I mean, you have a whole big world out there. Now is the time for healing. Now is the time to gain that support and to give yourself the kind of balance that you need to take good care of yourself and move on. resolved. I mean, you have the Two of Wands here, and so it's saying like you don't have to keep looking at the situation and thinking about it and think about like whose fault it is. So that's for group 1. So thank you for listening to me. If you have picked group 1, that's the message for you. So I'm Gegewitch, so it's my honor to do this reading for you, and I'm going to move on to group 2. For my group 2 audience here, your angel's message oracle card for the week is communicate clearly. This is very clear message. I don't think I need to explain it further. I mean, there's a situation there, or there will be a situation which requires you to communicate your thoughts. So for group 2, what messages do you need to hear for this coming week? You have a lightning here. There could be a situation, or there will be a situation where you feel like losing your anger over. You feel angry, you feel triggered, and you want to vent out that anger. And the card asks you to, instead of venting out the anger, you communicate your thoughts clearly. Otherwise, you'll be sorry. So there will be a situation that requires you to control your temper, to, instead of just venting your anger out, communicate your thoughts through. So that's a message from the angel this week. You could feel disappointed in a friend or lover. Before group 2, this is a disappointment. You have a flute. There's a disappointment from in a friend or a lover here. It could be big quarrel, it could be big thing, it could be small, just like small disagreement. But do control your temper. You have an import here. You have a problem that needs to be solved. You will know what it is. Some of you are coming back or going for vacation. Nice. I mean, enjoy your vacation. You are going to travel quite some distance for those of you who are going for holiday. So enjoy your holiday. And yes, I can see why you guys are angry over someone or will be angry over someone. There's a lot of disappointment here. I feel that it's like someone you have a feather here. Someone will be insincere or undependable. With the vacation, the kite and the job, enjoy your break. Enjoy your Christmas break. I mean, do not overwork. You are going to enjoy a break here. And some of you have a leg and a bow here. So some of you are entering a new experience. You're trying something new. You will learn something new from this new experience here, after some trial and error. And for group 2, let's look at what is going on, what's coming up for you in career, finance, and wealth soon. First, you have a Queen of Swords. Ooh, 2 more. Okay, you have the Knight of Swords. A lot of Swords energy here. You have the Moon. Okay. Moon is the card. You need to make a decision. For group 2, a lot of you need to make a career, finance, business decision, etc. You have a lot of Swords energy here. It could be something that you invested in, but it's not bringing you any good, and you need to make a decision whether to continue or not. It could be if it is a career, then it could be a career that you've been working on, okay, but then you feel like, oh, this is just not for you, or it's not bringing you the kind of reward that you deserve. So different situations apply, but it's in terms of career and finance I'm talking about here. There's a lot of Swords energy. You need to understand the situation. You need to make wise decision. Can you see here? Okay, I mean the light is sometimes it's blocking. But with the Knight and Queen here, it's something that will require you to think and take action. You have the Moon here, uncertainty. So yes, I mean it's something that's not clear yet, or you are not 100% sure about the consequence of the decision. If you want to change your job, if you want to ask for a promotion, if you want to start something new, these are important decisions that you will have to make. Some of you will, if you've been confused about something, over something, you will get a message, or you will, the universe will guide you into knowing the situation better. It could be through a message, it could be through like someone has done something, and then you just come to realize it, because this is very quick action energy here. So you are going to get the information, get the knowledge you need in order to make that decision very soon. I'm sorry to say this, but for some of you, you are forced to end something. For example, you're forced to leave your job, or you just have to, let go of something that you have heavily invested in because of some external forces, external factors that you can't control. There's something that has been ended abruptly here. And you don't feel comfortable with it. I feel that. You are not happy about it. So some of you are undergoing a healing process here where you need to, you are not happy about how something has ended. A lot of things I feel that you feel like is going out of control. And it's out of control not because of you, because of situation that you can't control. If that's the case, there will be opportunity for you to take action and to make informed and responsible decisions for yourself. Oh my dear. Group 2. You need to again be very, very careful. Don't get into big fights. Okay, for group 2. You might feel disappointed over someone because, it's not adding to your expectation. It's not being fully honest, or someone is not, basically, it's not providing you or adding up to your expectation. And if you feel disappointed, just communicate, articulate, say out what you want, what works for you. You have our Seven of Cups in reversed here. So in this deck, I can see that you are someone who has broken a promise to you. For example, like arrange something and then you only find it later with the arrangement. So there's a very big disappointment here. I feel like you're expecting something, you are getting ready for something, and then it didn't come. So there's some disappointment here. I have this strong feeling that someone has broken a promise. You are still waiting for the person to deliver his or her promise. I see that you want something that's more tangible, more concrete, more solid here. You might have to take the initiative on those fronts. If you are looking for something more solid, you might have to start building it or start working on it. There's something out there for you. And you have therefore advice. You have the Ace of Discs here. This is definitely something new out there, and it's something that's tangible, that's solid, that's abundant. But if you are not seeing it yet, it could be that it's not the time yet. You still have to wait a while longer for things to fall into place. If you have been working hard, keep working, because that's the right direction. This new opportunity or a new kind of interaction is coming your way, and it's going to lead to something that's that's great, that's totally down to earth, realistic with this card here. So with that, I have to go back to repeat the angel's message card as the important advice here. Communicate clearly. What do you want? What you desire? What you expect? If you know who's responsible for it, convey the message. Communicate your thoughts through. So that's the message here. Okay, so that's my reading for both groups. It's a long reading this week. I'm doing this every Saturday afternoon between 5 to 6. Today we run a little bit over time because we started a bit late. So I'm happy to do these readings. If you like these readings, you find them useful, informative, or simply entertaining, Gegewitch, and please like, subscribe, follow my channel so that you won't miss any future session with me. If you need a personal reading, you can also find those information on my main page or on my work email on my main page, and you can send me private message specifying that you need a personal reading. My personal reading lasts for close to an hour. I'm just a translator of the message, so you will have to make good use of the messages and apply them accordingly to improve on your energy to work on your own life. So that's all with all the love and care from me. Please keep shining and keep conquering the world. See you next week. Bye.